Inevitably, there will be coaching changes in college football, and those moves will affect the decisions of some recruits. Georgia parted ways with longtime coach Mark Richt, and that caused five-star quarterback commit Jacob Eason, the National Player of the Year, to look at some other options after being committed to Georgia for more than a year. Georgia fans were relieved, though, when Eason decided to stick with his commitment after meeting new coach Kirby Smart. Despite the change, Eason felt most comfortable heading to Athens.
I took my trips, with my family and, with my dad, my mom, my sister. We went down, we hit a bunch of different schools, and they're all great schools, no doubt, but there's a feeling I got at Georgia, and, the coaching staff and the players there, the fan base, it's just a great community. It's kind of like Lake Stevens, but on a much bigger scale. That's one of the things that drew me to it.
He loves the state, he loves the people down there, he loves the food. It's the darndest thing, but he's got a little bit of country in him. But I look at the school, and he just gets so excited about it.
Being a five-star quarterback with a big arm, Eason is often compared to former Bulldog signal caller Matthew Stafford. While he's not saying he's on Stafford's level quite yet, Eason does appreciate the comparison.
A lot of people do compare me to that, but I obviously like to be compared to that. He's a #1 draft pick. He went to Georgia. Just to be able to, if I was able to fill into those shoes, that would be a dream come true. That's one of the things I strive to do, just to be where he is now. But having that comparison just makes me want to work harder.
On the same day he announced he was sticking with the Bulldogs, Jacob was named the National High School Football Player of the Year by Gatorade. The coaching change did cost Georgia All-American safety Malik Young, however. He reopened his commitment and may end up following Mark Richt to Miami. Young is from Coconut Creek High School in South Florida, where he played with two other All-Americans who are also uncommitted. Defensive back Trayvon Mullen and wide receiver Benjamin Victor played with Young at the U.S. Army All-American game, and they also helped elevate a Coconut Creek program that had been struggling.
It's a very competitive feeling. We work hard in practice. Not so many schools even probably had 3 All-Americans on one team, so it's a bit different for us and the team standpoint, because a lot of dudes on the team look up to us and they expect a lot out of us.
That's why I say they all, feel a void for us or feel a need for us in a leadership capacity. And like I said, those guys have all done a good job. I always tell them leaders multiply.
It's unlikely that they all end up at the same college. LSU, Florida State, and TCU are among the favorites for Mullen, while Ohio State looked to be the leaders for Victor. Maryland also went through a coaching change, letting go of Randy Edsall and hiring Michigan assistant DJ Durkin. Quarterback Dwayne Haskins played his high school ball at the Bullis School in nearby Potomac, Maryland. He's maintained a verbal commitment to Maryland through the coaching change, but is being tempted by some other programs. Ohio State, Florida, and LSU are trying to get him to change his mind. It's easy to see why those schools would want him. Haskins is an All-American with great pocket presence and impressive accuracy.
Dwayne is more of a pocket passer. He has great pocket presence. We don't run him a lot just because we don't need to. Again, he gets the ball out of his hands so fast, it makes the right reads and puts the ball right on the money. We'd be a fool not to use his best attributes.
As a quarterback, I think I bring to the field a sense of knowing the game and making plays and getting the ball into people's hands. I do a great job of distributing the ball and giving it to the playmakers and letting them make plays. It's fun being a distributor because you get to make things happen.
Haskins chose Maryland in part because he wanted to remain close to his family. We'll see where he officially ends up on signing day.